Hi everyone, it's Lady Goddess, helping you find peace and guidance. How is everyone on this beautiful Sunday evening? I hope everyone's having a great Sunday evening. Tonight's pick a card reading is going to be based on healing. There's been a lot going on in my life lately, and actually I was very upset this morning. And I was inspired to do a pick a card based on healing. So I'm very, very upset as of lately. I don't know. I just feel like I think this Mercury retrograde is kind of biting my ass a little bit. But anyway, I just felt today that I was inspired to give some healing messages because I feel like sometimes you may need to know some messages from the divine that could help guide you in the right direction. And a lot of times when I feel inspired to do a reading, I'm like, okay, that's the pick a card that I want to do tonight. All right, so it's going to be, again, we're going to do in 3 piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm using 5 different oracles. The oracle on the far left is the Healing Yourself reading cards. The second oracle is Oracle of the Unicorns. Then this one here is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, the third one. Fourth one is Whispers of Healing. And the fifth one on the right is the Love Activation cards, the Power of Love. Okay, so meditate on which pile you think will be the best for you, and then we'll get started on this reading. And if you want to know this beautiful superstar that's actually sitting on my pile of cards, that's my angel. I love her so, so much, guys. So you'll be seeing her a lot of times throughout my reading. Sometimes I may scream at her because she gets to be a little bad, but she's the best kitty ever. She really is. I love her to death. Mwah! Love you, Mitty. My little angel. She's so cute. She's so good to Mama, too. She really is, guys. Whenever Mama's upset, she cheers her up. Okay, so back to the pick a card. So you're just going to meditate for a moment and think about which pile you want to choose. And it's going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. All right, so let's get started. So for pile 1, this will be 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Just going to move the other 2 piles away. Move little kitty. All right. So let's see what healing messages are behind pile 1. So the love activation is self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Family and tribe. Abundance. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Cry for nature. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost. And the healing message is mental repetition. Okay. So let's start here with the first card, self-love. So for those of you who picked pile 1, you could be in this period of your life right now where you maybe don't have enough self-love. Maybe you need to learn how to love yourself. Because the greatest love of all is the love that you have within yourself and for yourself. You want to be able to take care of yourself, make sure that you eat properly, make sure that you always do things to make yourself happy, make sure that you choose relationships that are right for you, that help you on your spiritual growth. Basically doing anything for yourself that makes you happy, whether that's taking a walk in a park, talking to a best friend on the phone, going to a beautiful restaurant for dinner. You need right now to give yourself a little bit more self-love in your day-to-day life. Maybe something happened to you that you feel like you're always people-pleasing and you're not loving yourself enough, meaning that you just feel like you put your needs second to other people and you always let other people's needs become before yours. Possibly you don't realize your own value. Maybe you are in codependent relationships where you feel like you have to be with someone else all the time. Or maybe you are just not a happy person and you don't know what it's like to love yourself. Okay, and I think this is what the healing card of mental repetition is all about. It's that negative behavior pattern that you do not know how to love yourself. Because I feel like you keep repeating this over and over again to yourself, that you are maybe not worthy, that you are just not capable of giving to yourself, that you're not deserving of great things, you are not like, no one should love you because you just look down on yourself. And I feel like you just keep repeating this pattern over and over again of not having the self-love. It's like a mental repetition that you just, like a negative cycle that you just keep repeating to yourself over and over again. And that's another reason why you have this card here, the cry for nature. Mourning for something sacred that seems lost. And I think this is why you're not having the self-love, and you're going through this repetitive mental pattern that you're just sad. Like you just don't see the true value in yourself. And that you are special. And that you do have abundance. You don't see the beauty in life. You see how beautiful this card is with this unicorn and the rainbow in the background and the rainbow on its wings? It's like gorgeous. You don't realize that you have abundance in your life. You have people around you that love you, that are your friends, your family, and you just don't realize everything that you have. And I feel like this negative pattern just does not enable you to see the abundance in your life, because it's a mental repetition that just goes over and over again, and you're just not capable to see the abundance here that is there for you. And it's like you cry for help and you're always down and you're just depressed a little bit, and you feel like you just can't get out of whatever situation that you're in, or you're just not good enough. But the main key in order to realize the healing that you need in this pile is the healing of self-love. Once you can learn to love yourself, your life is going to become like a catalyst for change. You're going to be just so much happier once you start to learn to self-love, because you have not been self-loving. And I think that's the key to this whole pile for pile 1, guys. The healing is in the self-love, because you just keep going on this cycle over and over again. This mental repetition with this cry for nature is just... And you notice how the two cards here have like very similar, like this is of course colorful, this is amazing. But you notice how the two cards here almost look like gray and dark, they're not very colorful. And she has her head down and she has her head down, and she has wings too, and unicorn has wings. But you see, she can't realize the beauty that she has because she can't see, because her head is down. She doesn't see the beautiful abundance in the rainbow because her head is down. And that the family too. I mean, look how gorgeous this couple is with the tiger. This is your family and tribe. You have people that are there for you. You have people that love you and care for you. and are always with you. Because a family and tribe card is like being in your own pack, being with people that you relate to, being with people that have liked interests that, you know, you can just roll with, and they're just always, always there. But you see these two cards here, how they're full of color, and I feel like once you learn the self-love, you will realize how abundant your life is. And that you will start to appreciate everything in what you have. Because you do have a lot. You have the beautiful rainbow, you have the gorgeous wings, you have the beautiful grass that's colorful. You have everything going for you. You just don't have this self-love. And you're just in this negative, repetitive pattern you just don't get out of. You don't see the color here in the wings because your head is down. And her head is down here too. She looks like very sad and withdrawn. But for pile one, guys, the healing message is you need to self-love yourself. That's the healing message for pile one. Because without self-love, you're not going to realize the abundance and everything else you have in your life. And you'll realize that the love of self is necessary to do anything. It's necessary to have the love for these people, for your family, your tribe. It's necessary in order for you to see the abundance, because you'll start seeing things with clarity. And then you're not going to have this negative repetition. You're not going to have this negative pattern. And this card all of a sudden will turn like this. It'll be colorful. Your life will be colorful again. Just like when you learn to self-love. Okay, so that's for pile one. I hope this message resonated with you. Please subscribe to my channel. Comment down below if it did. Please like my video and share it so everyone can see Lady Goddess. Bye-bye. Okay, so for those who picked pile two, what is your healing message? Action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. I like that. Cycles. Anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Catch me. Trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. And receive healing. Oh, that's a beautiful card to get. So I feel like the healing message for pile two is to stay positive and not to get caught up in this negative cycle. I feel like you're repeating cycles over and over again, almost like the first deck. The first pile. You're going through the same things over and over again. And it shows here, this is a very dark card. Even though it's beautiful, it's very dark. You've been expressing a lot of negative, like a lot of anger, a lot of anxiety, a lot of grief. But it's saying your anger, whatever it is that is upsetting you, don't let it get down. Don't let it get you down. Like, don't let it bring you down, guys. You have to learn to have trust and to be able to have that, like to surrender yourself and to be able to have that leap of faith and just to be able to go at it, whatever it is. Like, you are just, you see how it's saying here, you got to surrender, have a leap of faith. It's saying the action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. So right now, you need to take positive action in your life, not negative action. and stop getting yourself stuck in this negative cycle, so that way you can receive your healing. And this is a beautiful card here. Feel like you're stuck in a very negative cycle. Maybe you've been upset at someone or upset at things that are going on in your life. You've been exhibiting a lot of anger. You've been holding in a lot of negativity. You've been maybe flying off the handle lately. But the Oracle is saying if you're upset about something, we're all human beings. We all get upset, of course. But there's a healthy way to get upset, and then there's a negative way to get upset. And I feel like in this pile, the Oracle is expressing that there's a positive, safe way to get upset. Not to be upset and angry that's going to be in a way that's going to drag you down. Okay? Because you got to have trust in yourself. You got to take that leap of faith and have the courage to get yourself out of this negative cycle. You have to take action, because it's just a negative cycle that you just keep going into over and over again. You see how she seems like very lost and just like, I don't know what to do? I feel like that's you. It could just be any negative cycle. Just a negative thought pattern that you need to just get rid of. Negative thought patterns, anything that's unhealthy, anything that's like codependency, anything that is not healthy for your soul, so that way you can receive healing. Because you need to heal. You need to heal. And you need to have trust in yourself that you don't have to go through this negativity here. You don't have to be so down and out on yourself. You don't have to go through this negative anger cycle where you're just going, whatever it is, you're just upset at yourself over and over again. Just feeling like all hope is lost. Like, that's it. You got to trust that no matter what you do in your life, you got to have that faith to believe that everything will be okay, and take the action and the courage to allow your soul to live, so that way you can receive your healing. Because in this pile, it's almost similar to one, but a little different. In this pile, same thing with the mental repetition with the first pile, but instead you're doing this in cycles. This is like not the first time that you felt like this in your life. And you have to clear out that negative energy, and you just have to trust and surrender it, and just take that leap of faith off that cliff and say, you know what, everything is going to be okay. Take that action, surrender to it. Have the courage to be able to get out of this negative mindset. No matter what happened, maybe a relationship ended, maybe you had a fight with someone. But it seems to be a cycle that's going over and over again. And that's how you're going to receive your healing. When you're able to jump off the cliff and able to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to let this get the best of me, whatever the situation is. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to be so negative. I'm going to learn to be happy. I'm going to just trust and surrender my situation. Have that leap of faith. Have the courage. Take the action to express the unique, loving colors of your soul, because then you know that you're going to get healed. So no matter what situation was causing you to get angry, that caused you to get into this negative cycle, it's going to be okay, because you're going to heal. The healing may take a little bit of time, but that's okay, because when you make a leap of faith, or when you're trusting in a situation, or you're surrendering to a situation, things just don't happen overnight. It could take a little bit of time before you actually are able to get out of that negative mindset. And you start healing. But you're not going to be able to do that until you're able to just say, you know what, I've had enough. I'm just going to trust the situation or I'm going to trust that the universe has my back. And I'm just going to take that leap of faith into the unknown. I'm not going to be upset about my situation any longer and let it go. Give me this negative thought pattern that's going to resurface over and over again. I'm going to get rid of this negativity. And I'm just going to make that leap of faith. And I'm going to take that action. Because you want to heal. You want to get better. You want to be able to absorb the energy and the beautiful colors of the angel in this card. You see that? How the person is in the bed, looking up, seeing that, you know what? There is light at the end of the tunnel. Things will definitely get better. So whatever it is that you're upset about and you're angry about and you see this negative cycle, it's okay, because in the end, when you're finally able, to let go, take the action to take that leap of faith, you'll be okay, because once you're ready to do that, that's when you're going to receive the healing that you need. But it requires you to take a leap of faith and to take the action in order to get yourself out of that negative mindset, into that negative cycle over and over again. Okay? So, thank you very much. That was for pile 2. If this resonated with you, please subscribe to my channel, comment down below, like my video, and if you want to share it, I would love for everyone to hear about me. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Okay, so for those who picked pile 3, what are your healing messages? Tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Rejection. Innocence. Take the time to play, nurture your inner light, live with a childlike sense of wonder. Story keeper. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. And the healing message is barriers. Okay. I feel like for this pile, the healing message for you is to learn to let go. And the reason why I'm saying this, you will heal when you let go. Because you've been feeling very rejected lately. Maybe you got rejected by a friend, maybe a lover, anything. Anything, whatever you're going through in your life right now, it's been causing you some sorrow, where you've been feeling really down and out and just like you're not good enough. See how beautiful these cards are? And this girl just looks lost and hopeless, like she's been very, very upset because she just feels like, I gave it my all and he's not coming for me, or she's not coming for me, or it's just not working out. And you see the picture, the guy's face in the back, he's got a picture on the wall, and she has her back turned to it. It's like she knows that it was that guy in the wall, the one that rejected her. It could be this for a guy or a girl, but I'm just, looking at the card a little bit. Beautiful. So I think you guys need to learn to let go. You've been too tolerant. You're just such a loving and warm person, whoever picked pile 3. Reminds me a lot of myself. I've been feeling a lot of rejection lately. And you know what? I'm also too tolerant of it. And sometimes when you're so tolerant, people take advantage of you because they figure they could just do it over and over again to you. And it's okay because they know that you'll take it. But the thing is, it's not okay, because people like us, we just love everyone and we don't want to ever hurt anyone, right? But yet they don't have a problem rejecting us, right? So therefore we get hurt, and we are tolerant of people that just keep on doing those things to us. Because we're good person, like we're good people. We're innocent, we're loving, we're caring. We like to nurture people. We like to look out for them. We don't see the wrong. Like, the thing is that I'm reading this like this because, and I'm saying we because I am this pile to a T. Okay, like for me, I don't see the wrong in anyone. Like, I only see what's right in every single person. And the thing is that I am also way too tolerant of negative behavior. And I've been constantly rejected lately over and over again, to the point where it's like, it's been actually, I mean, this is why I was crying today, guys, if you really want to know. Lady Goddess keeps it real. And I just get to the point where, like, why am I so tolerant of this negative behavior? And that's because I just love everyone. And I feel like for people who pick pile 3, you just love everyone. You want to take care of people. You want to just do right by people. You see how beautiful the moon is in the back, and it's shining, and the unicorn's got the light. You want to share your love with everyone, but the problem is, because we're so tolerant, we don't realize when people are not sharing the love back, and that's when that becomes unhealthy. Oh, I think I did something with my phone. What the hell did I do? What the hell was that? I'm sorry, guys. And there's a barrier here now. I think I did something with my camera. If I did, I'm sorry. You see, there's a barrier now because we have to learn to know what's between real and fantasy, and to stop living in a world where we feel like we can just do what's right for everyone, which is not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing not to do the right thing by people. But I feel like for people who pick pile 3, we have to be more, we have to notice when something is not right. We have to start learning from our past experiences of what not to do. Because in the Story Keeper, it says, tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. But you see, I feel like we have to learn from our own experience not to let this happen. That we have to set boundaries for ourselves. And we have to set proper barriers for people to let them know that, you know what, hey, I'm not going to be tolerant anymore of your behavior. I'm not. The healing message for this is boundaries, I think. And to let go of unhealthy situations. Because we are good people. We're very loving and caring. And because of that, people tend to walk all over us, and we get rejected. We're sensitive. Our feelings constantly get hurt. But I think we can learn from our situations if we just keep a mental note what not to do next time. Because I feel like here, it's wintertime, it's cold. Our feelings, we're feeling emotionless, like we're feeling like left out in the cold. Winter, it's like there's a freeze. There's no like growth in the trees. It's just, there's no harmony. And we get upset, and then we want to speak our mind and blah, 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 blah. But then here we become tolerant, and you just let it go. And then the rejection starts all over again. And this could be rejection in anything. This could be maybe just you feeling like you rejected something at work, something at anything. But the healing lesson for pile 3 is to let go and to set healthy boundaries for yourself. So that way you're not going to have to be dealing with this constant rejection, because you're not going to be so tolerant of other people's negative behavior towards us, because of the fact that people know that we're very kind and caring and innocent, and they feel like they can constantly keep doing this to us. And we need to learn to live from our own experiences and to grow from it and to help set healthy boundaries. Because that's what I need to do. And I feel like this is me for in a T, girls and guys. Because I'm going through this situation right now. And I feel like for those who pick this pile, once you start learning healthy boundaries, you're not going to start feeling, you're not going to have to be so tolerant of people, because people are going to know automatically not to do something to you, because they're going to know, listen, I can't get away with that. I can't, constantly keep on rejecting the same person over and over again, because I know he or she's not going to put up with it. I can't keep upsetting the same person over and over again, because you set your boundaries in the way where now they know, listen, cause and effect. If I do that to them, then you know what? They're not going to talk to me. And then you see how fast that people stop doing that. Okay. So that ends pile 3. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one extra card out of all these groups. Just one random card. I feel it's just going to be an additional healing message for the collective. Let's go this one. Very wishing well. Manifestation, expectations, offerings. Okay. So I think what this is saying from all 3 piles is that we really can manifest our own happiness. We can manifest our dreams. We can manifest things that we expect and manifest offerings into our life. So we can manifest our own happiness. Okay? We don't have to get stuck like the first pile in this negative cycle, okay, where we feel like we have no self-love, like we just don't love each other because we just don't see our abundance and we're just very sad. Because when you manifest negativity into your life, that's the experience that you're going to get. But if you manifest self-love and happiness and respect for yourself, you're going to get all the happiness and love and respect for yourself in your life. That's the experience that you're going to see. For pile 2, okay, if you manifest negative mindsets, okay, and anger and disappointments and frustrations, and don't allow yourself to manifest the courage in order to get yourself out of that negative mindset, take a leap of faith, because then once you do, your life is going to get better. You're going to start to heal. If you don't manifest that, the courage to be able to do things to get yourself out of a negative mindset, you're not going to be able to heal, because then what God is going to give you is just more of that same crap, and you don't want that, right? For pile 3, if you keep manifesting behavior that is not appropriate, and you don't manifest proper boundaries in all your relationships and everything that you do in your life, then you're going to deal with situations where you may get rejected or people think that they can constantly toy with you. Okay, because you're so loving and giving. But you can't do that. You see, because when you properly manifest healthy things in your life, okay, that's when you're going to get positive things. So what the universe does is that every time you think of a negative action, you may not realize that you're actually manifesting negativity into your world. So you don't want to do that. You want to manifest positive, happy thoughts. You want to manifest, okay, I want a person to XYZ love me. Manifest it, let it go. Let the universe do its job that it's meant to do. Okay? Because every time that you think of a negative thought pattern, first of all, you're not going to be able to heal. You're going to manifest negativity into your life, which you don't want. But then lastly, you're going to wind up having to deal with all these problems. And you don't want that. You want to manifest happy relationships. You want to manifest good friends that are going to be equal to you, that you're not going to have to constantly set boundaries for. They're just going to know how to treat you properly. You're going to manifest things in your life that you're going to be able to that are going to bring you abundance and happiness. Nothing that's going to bring you nasty negativity. Okay? So manifestation is key to all these 3 picks. Pile 1, 2, and 3. Because if you're going to manifest something negative or constantly have that negative thought pattern, that's the experience that you're going to get in your life, and you don't want that, guys. I know I don't. And I know I'm guilty of this also. Because once I'm upset, I think about it over and over again, and then I realize I'm manifesting this negative shit in my life, and I don't want that. I want to be happy. I want to be able to have a smile on my face. I want to be able to manifest a partner that's going to respect me and care for me and not constantly keep on rejecting me, you know, or people that know that just because I'm very nice and caring that they can't walk all over me, or I want to be able to manifest abundance in my life. Okay? And you can do those things for yourself too, but it all starts with a positive mindset. Okay? All right. Great. So I hope you guys had a wonderful evening. If you love this, please subscribe to my channel, comment down below if it resonated, like my video, and share it so everyone can see Lady Goddess. And I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you. Bye.